Hello, I'm Greg Perez, and my co-host today is Mike Schmader. And today we're going to talk about something that's coming up in February, are we not?
February 6th, to be exact.
Actually, Mike and I are members of the Knights of Columbus with the Catholic Church here, St. Patrick's here in Canby. And Mike, what are we going to do? What's going on here? I want to bring everybody up to date.
Well, every year the Knights of Columbus Council here in Canby, we host a crab dinner and charity auction. And this year we have the pandemic that we're all currently going through, but we want to keep that spirit and the event alive. So we decided, let's have the event at the fairground as always, but since due to public health mandates, we can't get 400 people inside the pavilion. So we decided, after much deliberation, to have a drive-through crab dinner.
You know, there's numerous meetings. Some of us made them, some of us didn't because we have other, things going on. But I noticed we were very meticulous on how things were going to happen and the number of people that can be involved because of health concerns and so forth. So can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, due to the current mandates, we're allowed to have 10 people inside the building. And this is as of the last update to that mandate. Now, what's going to happen in February could be different, but right now we're basing all of our estimates and our manpower based on 10 people inside the building. And with that, that's just the food preparation. The folks that are coming to get the dinner will not even leave their car. This is going to be a hands-free, contactless delivery. We can open their back door and set it inside their back seat. They can pop the trunk. We can set it in their trunk. We will have all the dinners as the people are coming up. We will assemble the meals.
So there won't be any food sitting around getting cold.
No.
It's prepared as they come up.
As they come up. The hot food will be kept hot. The cold food will be kept cold. And we've got a great process with packaging, and we've got some great input from local vendors on, how to package food and keep it fresh, keep it, separated so the wet stuff doesn't get in contact with the dry stuff. All of those logistics that we were kind of unfamiliar with, that we're kind of getting thrown into and figuring it out, and we've got a pretty good system figured out right now.
I was going to say, before we get into the annual crab feed, the 24th annual,
yes,
let's talk a little bit about the Knights of Columbus and Canby KC Charities, what we do for the community.
Absolutely. Well, the Knights of Columbus is a fraternal men's organization through the Catholic Church. It was founded in 1882 by a Father Michael J. McGivney back in New London, Connecticut. And what Father McGivney wanted to do, he was an immigrant. His family was immigrated from Ireland. And what he saw back in the late 1800s was a lot of oppression for not only the Irish, but other ethnic groups in the East Coast. And he wanted to provide a way of assisting those families that lost their husbands due to illness, work-related deaths, things like that. So he started this organization, and his base principles were charity, unity, fraternity, and patriotism. And he wanted to create an organization that helped others. And so the Knights of Columbus, it's a great base. Charity is our number one priority. We try to raise money. We donate time, effort to different organizations that pretty much can't make it sometimes without not only our help, but other help.
Within the community.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go back a little bit on some years. And some of the programs or a program or an individual or family that we have assisted, could you give us a couple of examples, like the veterans was one?
Yes.
And then there were other families and babies involved?
Oh, yes. Well, just last year there was a young, literally a toddler. She was born with a heart defect, and her heart was working at about 20%. And she just so happened to be the granddaughter of one of the members in our council. And so we decided to try to help this family any way we can. The mother was, due to the medical expenses and what insurance wasn't covering, and the fact that a lot of their treatments were up in Seattle, there was a lot of travel expense there. we decided last year to make a special appeal, and every year at our crab dinner, we have a special appeal.
Yes.
And we made that the focus of our special appeal, and literally just asking folks in the room in 10 minutes for donations, we raised about $18,000.
So in 10 minutes, we did a good deed for the community, a family or somebody
Yes.
within, and raised $18,000 in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was
amazing. That
yeah.
brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah, and
because-
that's a testament to the community that we live in. I mean, I would have to say, 99% of that event didn't know about this little girl, maybe knew about the family but didn't know the circumstances.
Exactly.
But they still stepped up. They still, reached into their pocket and came through and helped that family tremendously. And that little girl is still going strong. She's due to get a heart transplant. She can't get the heart transplant until she's 5 years old. And so she has a few more years to go. But this community, I've never seen anything like it. It's like you said, the emotional content of that evening.
Oh, it was.
It
was.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
And I think one time we purchased a vehicle for veterans.
Yes, there's a veterans group up in Oregon City that transport, and it's a great organization. They transport veterans up to the VA hospital for treatment or doctor appointments. And they were trying to raise money for a vehicle, and not only just for the vehicle, but maintaining a vehicle. Just because you have the vehicle doesn't mean your expenses are over. You have
Exactly.
fuel, you have maintenance, you have tires, you have all that. So we raised a lot of money for them that year. Another few years ago, we had another member of our community that needed a lung transplant. We raised money for them. The Oregon Food Bank, which is another huge organization that we support, we raised money for them. There's just been just a lineup of different local, most of them are local, charitable organizations that we've helped that have benefited from not just the Knights of Columbus. We're just the conduit. It's the community that provides the support, and we're just so happy to be kind of at the spearhead.
Bless our community.
Oh,
They are such givers
yeah.
in our community.
I mean, you talk about small town USA.
This is it.
This is it. I mean, if Norman Rockwell could do another painting, he would start in Canby.
There was another, a situation. It was, I'm trying to think, was there some wheelchairs involved where the Knights of Columbus got involved, or we do one a year or a couple of years?
Yeah, there's an organization that it provides assistance for folks needing wheelchairs, and the Knights of Columbus does donate to that. So that's that. And there's other ones, the Canby Share the Warmth program.
That was with Canby Utilities.
Canby Utilities,
for
yes.
individuals that
exactly
need help with their heating
Their
bill.
heating bill, yeah. And
Exactly.
in today's age, with unemployment through the roof and a lot of folks either underemployed or unemployed, things like that really make a difference, especially for families.
Right. And, and the food bank, not only the food bank that we work with and deal with, you've got the Canby Center, you've got Four Square Church, you got
Oh, yeah.
Canby Alliance, you have these other organizations.
Yeah.
It gives me chills up my back right now.
Yeah.
That they are all of us are all part of this one big
Yeah.
giving for the cause.
Yeah, and the common denominator for all that is the community of Canby.
Exactly.
So,
And it's such a unique area and town that we live in.
Oh,
that
it's-
people have no idea
yeah, they have no
what
idea.
goes on here.
Yeah.
And as they move to Canby, I hope that they can be part of our community.
Absolutely.
And partake in our things
Absolutely.
that we do for the community.
And it's no different than anybody joining the Knights of Columbus. Anybody moving into Canby can bring different talents that can benefit the community, can make it more whole, or add something that hasn't been here that nobody thought of. So,
or it may work someplace else.
yeah,
Or it didn't, but it may work here.
exactly.
So we welcome those ideas.
Yes.
We welcome those people
Yeah.
to come to us and talk to us. Just let us know how maybe they can help us.
Absolutely.
So to put this all in one box here, this is what we do.
This is what we do.
This is what
Yeah.
the Knights of Columbus through Canby KC Charities.
Yes.
That's a nonprofit organization
Yes.
to where all these donations that are coming in before the end of the year could be used as a write-off. So
Yes.
when we get to that portion of the crab feed, we can let them know that
Yes.
it's there for you. And there's a lot of people struggling out there right now. I've got to touch on this subject because it's true and dear to my heart that I want to do as much as I can. I know we want to do as a whole in our community,
Right.
do as much as we can for the people within our community.
Absolutely.
And so, that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, and if there's people in our community that think they can't, there's nothing they can do to help, they're wrong. There's always something to do in the community to help.
Even if you did some writing of something for us or
Yeah.
for somebody else.
Words of encouragement.
Exactly.
If you can't help someone or some organization financially, well, maybe your actual time.
You have a skill.
Absolutely.
Everybody has a
Absolutely.
skill set.
Yep.
Whether it be knitting, whether
Yep.
it be sewing, whether it be painting, whether
Everyone-
it be
yep.
reading a story to a child via Zoom.
Everybody's blessed with something. Sometimes they just don't know what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to communicate with other people and
Yep.
then it will come out.
Yeah.
Somebody may ask you that golden question.
That's
You
correct.
just don't know.
Yeah.
So this is what the Knights of Columbus do within our community and for others. One thing I'd like to get to now is the crab feed. We've been doing this this is our 24th annual.
Yes.
And the reason we're doing this, even though it's the pandemic, is because we don't want to.
We don't want it to let it slide.
Exactly.
We want to keep this event fresh in the minds of Canby, our community, and those that are outside of our community too. We do get probably, I'm going to guess, probably 20% of our guests are coming from outside the Canby community. So we got to keep this alive, and this is a great way to do it. I feel it's going to be a convenient way for folks to get their crab dinner. They can, we're going to have forks and spoons and knives in there in case they can't wait to get out of the parking lot. They can get into their crab. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
take it home, enjoy it with your family. Turn on some show you'd like to watch or some nice crab eating music and start having at it.
Here's a couple of things that I don't think that everybody knows yet, and I'd like for you to touch on that, Mike, if you would. And that would be, what else do we have? A raffle, we have a small
Yeah.
auction, or a paddle raiser like we normally do? How are we doing
Yeah,
this?
well, we have, it's, the only thing that's going to be different is that we do not have any oral or silent auction items this year, of course, due to just the pure logistics of it. But we do have a raffle. We are selling raffle tickets, and everything's online. You can buy your tickets online. You can buy raffle tickets online. The raffle has 3 great prizes. We have the first prize is a 3-minute shopping spree at Thriftway. Frank Cutsworth is the most generous person I know of in this community that donates this every year. Second prize is a guided fishing trip on the Nestucca River. That's going to be a great trip.
Professional guide?
Yeah, professional guide. And the third place prize is a home security system. So you don't need to be present to win. Of course, there's no presents. You just buy the raffle ticket and you have your name and number. We draw it that night and we contact the people that won.
We have record of everything.
Oh, yeah, we have.
Of every purchase,
I-
everything.
We have,
We probably have the best records.
we have some individuals that are incredible statisticians, I should say. They keep everything down to such minute detail that it makes it easy for the rest of us to understand what's going on.
And I hate to shout out Steve Healy.
Steve Healy, Dwayne Closer, Ron Tuchanik. These guys are truly the glue that keeps this thing going. They do more than anybody else, and
I totally agree.
they need high praise. But we also have a special appeal in the pavilion when we have 400 people in there. We call it the paddle raiser because people raise their bidder number. Well, we don't have that luxury this year. So this year, people online can donate to a most worthy cause. And this is a gal that's got 5 kids who lost her home in the Santiam Canyon fire.
She's a single parent
Single parent.
due to
Yeah.
other personal
Other personal situation that,
that didn't benefit her.
it didn't, no. And so she's trying to get her life back in line. And we had a member of our council that was aware of her plight, and we thought, this is what we do. You know, we help.
He interviewed her, did he
Yes,
not?
he did.
And the children.
He met all the children.
They
and
were phenomenal.
he was captivated.
Yes.
And so after we found out about this, it was a pretty quick deliberation on this was our cause. And, you know, bless their hearts, they're doing everything they can to, you know, stay on the right side of things. And with our help, we're hoping that they can get into some more permanent housing. They can get, you know, the food and the clothing and the furniture and the transportation they need.
And this is something where we just don't hand them a check. The monies is there for them, but I think we have a fiduciary or somebody
Yes,
that
yeah.
keeps them
Yes.
going in the right direction without,
Exactly.
and it's a care thing.
Yes, it is. And we're not the only ones that are helping out this family.
Right.
There's another Knights of Columbus council that is.
Sublimity, right?
I believe that's Sublimity.
Yes.
So with this type of teamwork, we're hoping that this family, we can lessen the impact that they're having to face right now. And you can't take away the pain, you can't take away the suffering, but you can really contribute to the healing. And so that's what we're trying to do. And we're hoping that the community, and they always do, we're hoping that they come through and we raise a lot of money for them to kind of get back on their feet and get going again.
I understand from one of our brother knights that the mother, he said that the mother told each child, get a small bag and put what you need to take with you.
Yeah, that's
And then they left, and then the house and
the
everything
fire
went up.
engulfed. That's how little they have.
Exactly. They left with a bag.
So if you have a grocery sack with everything that you own, can you imagine, I mean, where do you go from there? You know,
Yeah.
and especially a child, and their age is, they're I think under 15 and younger.
Right.
So, I mean, this is something that we should thank God every day that we've never had to experience in our lives. And so I'm hoping that this outpouring of support from our community lets these kids especially know that people are caring about them, people are thinking about them, and we want them to get on the right side of life and not just feel like it's an uphill struggle all the time. We
Right.
want them to get over that hump.
Absolutely.
And get what they need to beat kids, to get a sense of normalcy in their lives. And hopefully that with the pandemic, hopefully be behind us soon, they'll be able to enjoy that.
Now, there was a couple other things on my mind, and I'm always coming up with something. So I hope I don't catch you off guard, because I'm that type of guy.
Yeah, let's see where we go. Let's see where this goes.
The dinner is going to be on what day?
January 6th. It's always the first Saturday in February.
Okay, it's going to be February 6th.
I mean,
February
6th. Did I say
everybody.
January?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
February 6th.
February 6th. Thanks,
And-
Greg.
and-
You got me.
I gotcha. And then the other thing, how much is it for the dinner?
The dinner's $35 a meal.
A meal?
Yes.
And the meal is cordon bleu?
You're going to get, well, it's either or.
Either or.
If you don't eat seafood or you're allergic to crab or shellfish, we have a cordon bleu, a chicken cordon bleu. But there's also rolls from Fur Point Farms,
Right.
which is going to be great. We also have two types. We have a rice pilaf, and then we have a kind of a Spanish version of the rice pilaf. We're going to have coleslaw. We're going to have a Caesar salad. And then we're also going to have a dessert. We're going to have a little piece of cake, and you get, of course, you get a full crab.
Right.
And so, yeah, this is, it's going to be a great meal.
And let's see, and the tickets for the raffle tickets are?
Those raffle tickets, we're going to start selling those in January, and that's where I made the mistake of thinking January. The 1st of January, we're going to start selling tickets at Thriftway for
Okay.
raffle tickets, and we'll sell dinner tickets as well.
Okay.
But you can also get all those tickets and donate to the Special Appeal online at our website.
And when this is complete, all this information will be on this show, in the background, on the credits.
Perfect.
So the website, everything will be there.
Yeah.
There's also a video of the last show that we had that is on there. It says YouTube on it. Click on that and watch it. It's a good one. And then we're going to have another one, which will be this one.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. It's something new that we're experiencing, and everybody else is experiencing something different in their lives, and this is something different in our organization. And that's where we're at. So we're all about helping our community. This is where what it's all about,
It is.
our community.
It is. Because
And-
without your community, you're just alone in a field. I mean, you really are.
So is there anything else that I'm leaving out maybe? Or are you leaving out?
Oh, well, I mean, the Knights of Columbus, I have to say, and I can speak for a lot of us, it's an honor to be in the Knights of Columbus, because this organization is so great in the fact that we like to get things done. I mean, we talk about things and we kind of brainstorm some ideas, but when it comes to let's raise some money for some charities, we just roll up our sleeves and we get after it.
Now, over the last 24 years, the Knights of Columbus have raised over $1 million
Yeah, right up there, yeah.
and have all of this money has gone back into our community
Yes, yeah,
over the last 24 years.
yeah.
And that's what we're all about, people.
Yeah,
Our community, this is what we're all about. We're about helping others and helping others in tough times. And it's our food bank. We're serving what, 346 families
a week.
a week, every Wednesday. And on top of that, it went up 100 people.
Yeah.
It was like 246.
Yeah.
And now it went up to.
And it might go up more before this is all over.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And we do what we can to support that in the way of these, whatever funds we raise will go towards the food bank too.
Exactly.
And there are so many people involved and businesses involved in the food bank.
Right.
Your grocery stores,
Yeah,
all of them,
yeah, it's amazing.
all of
It's
them.
that community giving again.
Safeway, Fred Meyer, Frank Cutsforth's
Yeah.
Thriftway,
Yep.
the businesses give.
Yeah, it's,
Backstop, Joan over at Wild Hare, Pappy's, Gwen's Coffee House, and Wayside Sandwiches, and all of these other small businesses. This is a time, I'm steering off a little bit, and I know, that we need to support our local businesses.
oh, yeah.
That is so important. People are having a tough time. Businesses are having a tough time. Gift cards are a good thing.
Yeah,
Go and get gift cards instead of the gifts.
Yeah.
Support the local businesses. Because a lot of these people, this is all the monies that they've had, that they've gathered together in their lifetime and put it into their business.
Yep. They're burning candles at both ends.
Both ends,
they really
right
are.
now. We need to support them.
Yep, absolutely.
We do.
Yeah,
And we ask for your support too, so we can support our community.
yep.
So, Mike, is there anything else that we haven't covered?
I think that's it, Greg. I just would like to ask our community to do whatever you can to,
And we know it's tough times.
oh, yeah.
We do.
So any help, any assistance with our event, like we mentioned earlier, the website will be posted. And if there's anything that you can give, no matter how small, just know that it's going to a great cause, and we are honored to support our community, support those in need, and we're blessed to be able to do so.
I'm going to buy some of those raffle tickets for the shopping spree, but if I win, I'm going to give it to a family here in town.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd
I'll
be
have
great.
to buy a lot of them, but I'll do it.
Well, you know what?
Because it's fun
Yeah, it is fun.
being able to give back.
Yep. So, February 6th, you'll notice on the website, there's 3 dinner time options. That way we don't have everybody lining up out towards 99.
Correct.
And it's at the fairground. You'll come in the main gate there, and you'll circle around. We'll put the food in the back of your car, and then you'll circle around, head out, and go enjoy a great meal. And you can pick 4:30 to 5:30, 5:30 to 6:30, or 6:30 to 7:30, all online. And it's very user-friendly, because I did it and it worked.
I got to try it next.
So anyway, but we just not only appreciate the support Canby has given the Knights of Columbus, we also continue to ask for your support.
Thank you again, Mike Schmader, Brother Knight of the Knights of Columbus. And I'd like to thank everybody in Canby, our community, for supporting us over the last 24 years.
Yes.
And please support our local businesses. This is a time they need your help. I can say his help is coming, but we just don't know when for
That's
everybody.
right. Well, we are the help right now.
Right,
Yeah.
we are the help right now.
Right.
So, with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody, Mike, my co-host, myself, and we'll see everybody at the Crab Feed, February 6th.
February 6th.
And all the information will be out on the website, and you'll be able to partake. So thank you very much, and have a good day, everybody.
Thank you.